All right, for the month of April, what Libra is desiring, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this card actually represents healing. So, wow, very powerful. Libra is desiring healing in their life, and this could be physical healing from an illness or sickness. This could be emotional healing. It could be spiritual healing. And it's an earth energy, but it's a powerful, powerful healing vibe. It really encompasses all areas of life. So the Libra wants to be healed. It wants to be balanced in whatever area that it's felt like it's been lacking. And this also relates to finances. So this is a card, it's a sign of prosperity and just financial stability. Money that's just coming in, basically, and plentiful. And it could be a new enterprise, a new business adventure that's bound to be successful. So what the Libra is truly desiring energetically is healing in some area of their life. Like I said, that could be different for different people. Definitely could be from an illness or a physical ailment, or something emotionally that just has not, that you've lacked peace in some area or harmony. And financially, to have that abundance and assurance and stability through a business enterprise come in. So that is what the Libra is desiring right now. Okay. So what you value in others and also your own identity. So this is a beautiful card. You have the Strength card here, and this is representing self-confidence. So the Libra values self-confidence in other people and strength, inner strength. And what I like about this card too is that, sometimes when we think of self-confidence or strength, it's someone that's kind of like, we're not talking about like an aggressive, haughty, arrogant energy here. This is a balanced energy. It's an energy of, you look at this lion, a lion is fierce. It is, you don't want to mess with the lion, but you look at the balance of the feminine energy that just quiets that fierceness down. You have a complete and total balance between these two energies. It's an inner strength. We're talking about an inner strength and confidence here that comes from within, and that doesn't have to be completely showy and arrogant and pompous, because it knows who it is. It's tamed. But don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. It is powerful. It is an inner confidence and strength. And it is pretty much the king of the jungle, combined with the power of a woman. I mean, that is some powerful energy. It's a powerful foe. So you value that. When you see this in other people, you're like, wow, you value that. But what the beautiful thing is, Libra, is that this is also what you are. So you display this inner strength and that balance between, the fierceness and the calmness and emotional control. So beautiful card. Okay, as far as what might trip you up in attaining your goals for the month of April, we have the Emperor here. And the Emperor is a very strong masculine energy. And he's also very set in his ways, very rational in his thinking. He is not going to be influenced, and he's not moving. So the area that I feel could trip you up is your rational mind and overthinking things. And almost a sense of like mental like superiority, and you're right, rightfully so. I mean, mentally you are very sharp and lofty, and you have very powerful mind. But in this case, it's going to too much of a good thing. It's kind of too much of a good thing. It's not helping you. Okay, and so what this is letting you know is that, your rational mind is a beautiful thing, but when it gets stuck, when it gets stagnant, when it gets like, I'm not moving because this is how I see it, and the mind rules all, and my mindset is, right, and it's just kind of that masculine, like I'm right just because I'm right, that's when it can be harmful. So what can trip you up is too much of that, too much of using the cerebral, analytical, or just, I wouldn't even say analytical, but just thinking too much, just thinking, using your brain, using that part of yourself too much. So that's something to look out for the month of April. Instead, the path that's going to help you the most, Libra, attain this healing that you're looking for is the Five of Cups. And I love this card. It's one of my favorites. So beautiful. And what's funny is this is kind of the antithesis of the Emperor here. What the universe is asking you to do is to tap into your heart, your emotions, that dreamy, imaginative side of you, the romantic, dreamlike quality, idealism. That's what's going to take you to where you need to go. So you're very good at this. You're very good at the cerebral, mental, sizing things up. But now you need to incorporate your emotions to balance it out. So this type of energy is in almost like a dreamlike state. And it's also a state of optimism. So there's a lot of optimism here. There's no doubt in this energy. It's not about doubting Thomas, or what if I don't do it just right, or what if it's the wrong decision. This card is literally about faith, optimism, beauty, joy, positive energy, positive thinking. The sky is the limit, and that dreams do become reality. It's pure faith, and it's based on your emotions. This is based on your emotions creating the life that you want. So this is the energy that you want to be taking right now. Beautiful energy. And once your emotions are in tune and balanced with your thoughts, you can start creating. You can start taking actions that are based on those positive feelings that you're having. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know the steps that you need to take to get that healing that you're looking for. But the first step is to get in tune with that. You can't create inspired action until you get in tune with your feelings. And maybe you've been running from your feelings. Maybe you deny your feelings. Maybe you see feelings as not as important, or they're too overwhelming, or whatever. Maybe you're more comfortable here in the rational mind. But in order to get this healing that you're really seeking, you gotta dream. You gotta feel. It's okay. You are safe. Okay. The right attitude to take, and this relates to yourself and to others, is the world. And the world represents fulfillment. So what you have to remember here is that the reason you're doing all this, and it may seem like a lot of work sometimes, the reason you're doing this is because at the end of the day, you want fulfillment. You're ready for that picture perfect, idealistic, and there's no perfection, but you know what I mean. You want all that life has to offer. You want the best. And so that's why you're doing this. So the right attitude for you to take is to believe that there is kind of a utopia, or you can have it all. You can be balanced in your life. You can be happy at work and in love and in play and in health. Don't second guess that. Don't doubt that. You obviously do have, ideals, and there's no perfection, but you can attain the fulfillment that you're seeking. So the attitude that you're meant to have, and this is with yourself and even with other people, is that, you know what? I'm on the path of fulfillment. I'm on the path to wholeness. And that's the reason that even if it's a battle, I'm going to balance my energies out. I'm going to take, the yin and the yang. I'm going to blend them together. I'm going to take my emotions. I'm going to take my analytical or observant mind, and I'm going to balance it with my emotional, dreamlike nature to create fulfillment for myself. And this is going to bring healing in my life, because that's what I'm seeking. What a beautiful spread, Libra. Such a balanced spread, which I love, which is, the sign of Libra. Now, if you do this, and there's going to be times where your scales are going to be thrown off balance, where you're going to feel like, nope, this is all weird. Your mind's going to be like, nope, this isn't working, or your emotions are going to feel out of whack. and just go with that process. Don't judge it. Know that you're figuring it out. You kind of have to experience this to experience that, to take a little from that, to take a little bit of this, to find that perfect, road in between. So don't be afraid to experiment, and don't be afraid to process and maybe journal and write down what you're experiencing. And that's going to help you get more clear. Don't be afraid of making mistakes and getting your feet wet. We all are allowed to make mistakes and to learn. It's a process. So please be patient with yourself. If you do this for this next month, what the universe is letting you know is that, and this is the Nine of Pentacles here, this is the card of conquest. This is a pretty amazing card, Libra. This is basically an attainment of everything you've set out to do and more. This is a sign of mastery, self-mastery, of overcoming odds, of overcoming obstacles, of balancing the dark and the light. This is also financial, as you can see. This is financial abundance and victory. You will be feeling at a very great place. And look at that. That person's confident. They know who they are. And it's also, once you attain this level, you're helping other people. You're able to lead and inspire and encourage other people. So it's worth any battles that you have to go through. It's worth it. It's worth the pain. If there's emotions or things that you've been running from or avoiding, because I know Libra, they like peace and harmony, and they don't like to feel things that aren't comfortable, okay? And it's kind of a scary place for them. Please don't run. Don't run. Know that the only way to balance your emotions is to feel them, is to experience them. And because then you can, if they're not something that you like, you can shift them into what you want. You can shift them into the energy of healing. And there's a beautiful promise for you if you do this work. You're meant to find mastery in yourself and to help others. And not only just emotionally or physically, but also financially. So just be aware, the main warning for you is really your mind and your thoughts. And when you're feeling like your thoughts are getting the best of you and you're getting stuck, as you see this guy, he's stuck. He's not moving. He's on that block of concrete. And it doesn't matter how much time passes, he ain't going anywhere, okay? So when you feel like you're just in, you're in limbo and you're just stuck, that's when you're like, wait a minute, what can I got to tap into this other side of me to get out of this. So don't stay here. You're already really good at your thinking and your thought processes. Balance it out with your emotional nature. Get in tune with that. And remember that you're doing this for fulfillment, for yourself and for the world. You're going to create that healing, get closer to that healing, and eventually become a master.